Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unstoppable Conversations. And I have Debby here in the house today with us, and I'm so excited to have Debby. She's going to tell us a lot, give us a lot of information, and show us a couple of things at the same time. So, Debby, how are you today?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm really excited to show and tell what I do.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Debby, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and most of all, how do you help others?
Yeah, I've been in the helping industry, being a sound healer, transformational coach, and an author for decades. I have lots of modalities under my belt. I primarily now use tuning forks with my modality that I can use anywhere worldwide. And I help people who are at the stage of nothing has worked for them and they're ready to try anything. And I love working with those type of clients. And so I help people with their emotional issues, with their pain, with their even past ancestral lives. There's almost nowhere where this can't go. I'm very open-minded, very grounded, also very cynical as it happens, even though I do this work.
I love to experience different things. And when it comes to life, you never know what you will come to experience with knowing other people. So show us a little bit what you have going on for us today, Debby.
Sure. I've got just a little bit of a mini presentation here, just to give you a background on these wonderful instruments here. That's one of many that I have. And I will play them or strike them and let you hear them and experience a vibration. But if I'm able to share my screen, am I?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Wonderful. We got there. We love technology, don't we?
Yes.
So what I'm going to talk about primarily is what is sound healing. It is a bit of a buzzword at the moment. A lot of people are talking about it. And sound healing can be many, many, many different things. It's actually very ancient, and you will actually find a picture of tuning forks in the caves as a hieroglyphic in Egypt, believe it or not. And what it does, it's very gentle but extremely powerful. So it can use sound, frequency, and vibration to help, as I said, there realign and recalibrate the body. And there are many, many forms of sound healing. I myself have gongs, singing bowls, crystal, Tibetan bowls. And also in itself, we can be our greatest sound healer because our voice is phenomenal to help heal ourselves too. So we don't always need to go external because it's within ourselves. Everything is within us after all. And you go outside and listen to the sound of the sea or the sound of nature, and it can instantly be calming for you. So that's just an immediate effect of how sound can actually affect and resonate, my business name, with the body. And everything is a wave. Sound is a wave. It carries frequency, it carries vibration, and everything within that contains information. That's how I see it. And so as the sound wave moves, you have that information moving within it. And from my personal experience, how I experience this, something like anxiety can be very jagged, and something like depression, as I was working with clients, I found that it just dropped out. The pattern just dropped out, which was a little bit unusual for me. And when I explored that and spoke with a client, I found out that she was suffering from depression. So I found that really fascinating, how the sound wave changes its shape based on specific conditions. Now, that may not be scientifically validated. That's just the way that I experience it myself. And I said, I work with tuning forks and this wonderful instrument here. There are many frequencies with tuning forks, many shapes, many sizes. We have some with weights on the end, like this one here, that does a different thing to the ones without the weights on the end. So there are all different types. And I do teach people how to use a tuning fork online. And I like to start at the very basics in the very beginning. But tuning forks produce a stable tone when you strike them, and you're going to experience that here as well. And so when everything is in harmony, then it goes smoothly. But when it's not, like anxiety, the tuning fork can come along and meet that dissonant out of harmony waveform and help to smooth that out. And that's a very simple, basic explanation without getting technical that I hope people can understand. So it is, again, the frequency that's generated from this tuning fork coming out this way will meet the disturbed, the out of balance frequency, and just help to smooth it out better. And from that, you should feel calmer, feel more energized, maybe have more confidence, and some of the pain in your body may be gone, because everything is information and carries a frequency. So what can it work with? This is just a quick fire mini presentation. So there's pretty much nothing it can't work with. It depends on the person holding the tuning fork, or even the singing bowl, or whatever it can be. And it's excellent for resetting your nervous system. It's very, very good at that. Anxiety, I've worked with that an awful lot. Pain, I tend to use this one here that's got the weights on the top, because then the vibration goes down here out of the handle and that goes into the body. Whereas this one is external to the body. So that's the difference between those two types of tuning forks, which are primarily the only two that are on the market, either weighted or non-weighted. It can work with any fears, confidence, whatever your fear may be. And as I said, past or ancestral lives. And that aspect is something that has been coming through for me over about the past 8 years. It's a past ancestral lives aspect. I will say, being cynical, I cannot say 100% that I believe in past lives. However, the information that comes through resonate with the client and it makes them feel better. And for me, that's what matters. It doesn't matter what comes through. It won't. Yeah, it's not my conscious mind that needs to accept it. It's the client's conscious mind. And that has taken me to places where I wonder if I'm going crazy. But the feedback has just been totally amazing that I have to keep doing it. So that's pretty much what sound healing is.
Wow, a lot of information in there, a lot of information.
I hope it wasn't too quick.
No, it was wonderful. It gave us just enough to make us curious, and that's a good thing. So can you show us how you use the tuning fork?
Sure. With this one there, it's the longest fork I have. It's 174 hertz. And what that means is that these tines move in and out 174 times per second. You pretty much don't see it. And I've got some smaller ones that are 4,000 hertz, which means they move 4,000 times per second, which is phenomenal to think. And so I strike it. I use a hockey puck, which is a hard hockey puck. And I strike it on there, and you can hear, let me just change my setting actually. There we go. As I strike it, you should be able to hear that. Yeah. So that is now interacting with your energy field, with your external frequency that you are forever broadcasting. We know ourselves when we go into a room and somebody is angry or anxious, we immediately go, oh, that's because they're broadcasting that frequency. And the same when people are happy and laughing, they're broadcasting that frequency, which will be a smoother waveform, again, just very simplistically. And so this is now interacting with you. And what I do with this is move it through the body. There are techniques associated with that. And so I just move it through and I can sense where the body is out of balance. And I have the ability to interpret that information. So when I say information is within the waveform, for me it's like encoded. And so I could then potentially just interpret that information and relay that back to you. And by relaying that back to you, if anything is out of balance, we can help rebalance that with this frequency or many other frequencies. I've got a whole host of tuning forks and other things in my treatment room. So that's basically how it works, very, very simplistically. There can be, and there is a lot more depth to it, but for this point of view, I just want to keep it very high level because I'm not sure who's listening.
So how do you do this online? Because you do this online. as well as in person, correct?
Yes.
So how do you get the vibration from others when you're online?
That's an excellent question. And that takes us into what I call the kooky world. And I have always been in that space. From a young child, I could connect with the external energy of people. It's just a gift that I have. But again, being the cynical, being the analytical, I was a data and business analyst, government for the government in IT for many years. So I was walking with a foot in both worlds. And at times I felt a bit of a fake, thinking, who am I? But then I got to blend it. So in, say, Greg Braden's terms, science with the spirituality, or the visible with the invisible, all of those things. And so by sensing somebody's energy, then I can interpret that energy, that waveform, and the information contained within that. So that's what I can do. And I will say this, I'm very passionate about this part. I do not consider myself as a psychic. I am not a medium. I'm not clairvoyant. I'm not clairaudio. I literally connect with frequencies and interpret that information that's encoded within that waveform. For me, that's exactly what it is. And I've been able to do that since I was 12. I was, interpreting the oracle cards when I was 12 and moved on and on and on from there. So what can happen is, distantly, I do not need to see you. Many of my clients I've never seen, I've never spoken with. They just send me an email or they book an appointment and say what they want to work with. And so I 100% actually am in my treatment room with your vibrational energetic body on my treatment bench, exactly the same as if you would be there in person. And so you have given me that permission, and it is with your intention that in my world, your vibrational body comes onto my treatment bench, and that's what I connect with. Without your intention, I cannot do that, and nor would I.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. Debbie, I know for me, you have put a shine on a lot of different feelings. And I'm amazed of just this little bit of time that I've spent with you, how much I've learned of how this works. I've heard about it. I've heard people talk about it, but really hearing it one-on-one is so much different. I appreciate that. Now, Debbie, is there anything else before we go today that you would like to leave with the audience about what you do?
What I would like to say is that part of this, I am a transformational coach. I have just an 8-session transformational program because these are so powerful and everything else I do is so powerful. But what I would like to suggest to the audience is, if they are interested in this, I have recorded quite a few things on my YouTube channel. There is one with certain frequencies for a nervous system reset. And that's something I personally use myself, where you feel, everything's about to explode within you and you're so stressed and, you don't know what you're going to do next. Just put the headphones on, listen to that. It's 20 minutes. And what I have done with that, so there's 4 specific frequencies, and it says what it is on the YouTube. And I have blended them together into one frequency, just mixed them. Then I've overlaid it with a relaxation track. And from that, I have put a mandala on the front, but made that mandala as a kaleidoscope that comes in and out. Now that has many different folds. It will get you, should you wish, into that hypnotic state, that brainwave state where you can receive the frequencies stronger and deeper in your body. But just closing your eyes and focusing on those frequencies will have that effect. And I say that confidently because when I use it, and I have a Rife machine which generates Rife frequencies, another story for another day. And about halfway through, I feel my own body just go, just melt. So I would encourage people to look at that or reach out to me if they want to make an appointment. You can find me, Debby Emeny, Rezonate, Facebook, YouTube, and that is also the name of my website.
Awesome, Debbie. Thank you so very much. I want to thank you for being here and everything you have shared with us today. And I look forward to the next time that you and I talk. And for everyone listening out there, thank you for being here, and have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and talk to you again soon.
Thank you.